Thus, in accordance with the new copyright regulations, this episode, Quoth Raven, is intended for ages 16 and up. While some of the content we use may sometimes feature kid-friendly, the context of the episode is to address adults and inform them of said content for them to research as consumers in service of their youth. In other words, parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, teachers, and librarians, etc. There is the possibility of adult language present on the episode as well, rated TV 16 and up. Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the edition of Quoth Raven, Lewis Bright Raven. I'm your host, Lewis Bright Raven, 29-year professional writer, illustrator, editor, and studio manager in comics, science fiction, fantasy, horror, and role-playing games. And tonight is our Thursday night roundtable discussion. And we're waiting for one or more guests to appear. And we'll see what's going on. Here comes someone now. So we'll go ahead and just get that gentleman in there. Our guest this evening, Mr. Carl Kiesel.
Hi, how are you doing, Lewis?
I'm doing all right.
Sorry I'm running a little late. We were walking the dogs. It's a beautiful day, and I lost track of time.
Well, you got here pretty much on time. I mean, you know, believe me, I'd rather you came a little bit late than not at all.
Okay. Well, me too. Thank you very much.
And, you know, being April Fool's Day, you never know.
No, that's very true. All day long, my daughter has been like trying to pull pranks. She's big on pranks. And
Lord.
So luckily she hasn't successfully pulled any off. But at one point she goes, Dad, do you have a black balloon? I have no idea what that was for. Like, what's she going to do with a black balloon?
Yeah.
So we do not have black balloons. So
well, but do you have a black lagoon nearby?
I hope not. I just hope not.
But yeah, that's anyway. This week's topic is crowdfunding and crowd shopping. Crowdfund shopping, basically, promoting some products left and right, basically. We're going to go ahead and let a few people know what's closed today already. So you have to kind of, you know, catch them if you can.
No, do it. Yeah.
And let's share that screen. And that, well, first one is Blood Force Trauma number 3, which I'm also wearing a shirt of from the first issue.
Oh. So you have read this?
Oh, yes. It's about a teenager who's a video gamer type guy, and he has this favorite TV show called Blood Force Trauma, which is basically Mortal Kombat meets The Running Man.
Okay.
And he goes to the show live, and they make him a contestant.
Okay.
So he's basically he barely survived the first episode, and now he's got another character who's training him. He's like now the champion of the league because he beat the champion.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. No, that's cool. That's cool. How many pages are these issues?
24.
24 pages. Okay.
And like this is the third issue. Let me see if I can get the campaign page. There we go. Want to make sure we got there, and we'll play the video. If it'll let me. It won't let me because it's past their...
Yeah, it looked like it already funded it. Oh, wait, there we go.
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Jake Smith.
And I'm Hiram Corbett.
And we are super excited to bring you the Kickstarter for the 3rd issue of our comic book,
Blood Force Trauma. We just want to thank you guys so much for the love that we've received from the book, as well as the support you've given us on our last 2 Kickstarters.
We are so grateful to you guys for supporting the last 2 Kickstarters. It really means a lot to us. We love making this book for you, and we have so many stories that we're itching to tell. And we hope that you're equally excited for this Kickstarter as you were for the other 2.
For those of you who don't know, our story revolves around Zach Daniels, an ex-video game champion who is obsessed with Atomic City's biggest fighting game show, Blood Force Trauma.
Until Zap Daniels is unwillingly drafted onto the show as a fighter. And now he's got to learn all these new abilities if he wants to take on this colorful cast of wacky characters who all have their own weapons and unique abilities.
No, spoiler alert, Zap has found a new mentor, Lightning Legs Jones. And now he has to train even harder than before in order to defeat Venganza, the Luchador Hell Prince.
Rewards for the Kickstarter this time around are super cool. You can get a physical copy of the book. You can get the last 2 issues so you're all caught up. You can get original pages. You can get a poster. You can get this sick Blood Force Trauma arcade stick so you can play the new Guilty Gear game that's coming out on it. That's what I'm going to be doing. You can also get a t-shirt. One of our stretch goals, just like last time, everyone will get their own sticker pack that's exclusive to this issue that you can only get on Kickstarter. And this time, if we get to $8,000, we're going to go ahead and print the 4th issue, because the 4th issue is done. It's completely done and ready. We would just need extra funding for that. So if we go ahead and just make it to 8K, we'll go ahead and print that one, and anyone who got the physical copy tier will automatically get a copy of issue 4.
If you love anime and fighting games, then this book is up your alley. This book is a love letter to Street Fighter, Mega Man, Tekken, Smash Brothers, many different other fighting games, many different other various video games, and many different 1980s films. There's a whole bunch that we reference and that you're going to love.
Thank you guys so much for supporting the book and checking out the Kickstarter. We would love it if you would share it around, tell all your friends about it. We just really want to get it into the hands of as many people as possible. We love hearing fan reactions to the book, and we just want to thank you so much. You guys have gotten us through.
We would like to take the time to thank you guys so much for supporting our book. It really means the world to us. We love this. We love this book. We love doing this book. We love making these characters. We love bringing the story forward into an epic conclusion, and we're very excited for you guys to see and experience that. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you in advance for pledging to the Kickstarter. Every little bit counts. Let's do this. It's going to be awesome. This issue is going to rock your socks off. If you had socks on before, they're going to be gone. You're going to need to buy some extra socks. So hold on your hats. I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
No, that looks fun. That looks fun.
Yeah, it is. It is a really cool book. As you can see, unfortunately, they did not make the 8,000 to get issue 4. I pledged the 10 to get the copy of the physical book signed. In the past, I already got the first 2. I got the T-shirt, and I got some other stuff from him too that he sent me. Some stickers, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And
Well, any book with a character called Lightning Legs Jones, I like that already. I like that already. I don't know why. I can't figure out why.
let's take a quicker look here on that.
I'm sorry, my dogs are going crazy in here. Hang on, I'm going to move them out of the studio.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. You're like, you made us come home early, Dad. It was nice out.
It's very nice out. The dogs were really enjoying themselves, and
Yeah.
still are.
Yeah. So they did get a sticker pack. You'll get that one, and then another stick. You'll get buttons as well, and I guess they'll get an enamel pin as well. No, I didn't. I don't think they made the enamel pin. Maybe they did. Check their. No, they didn't. Okay.
Where's my yo-yo?
I don't know where your is. Now my daughter is in here now, so I'm being talked to right now by a friend of mine. So I'll only be here for a few more minutes, and then we can have dinner. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately, my wife's not here today. She and my son are away, so I'm a single dad with her today.
Yeah. But we go ahead and show you one of the covers. That's
Nice.
the door. And then there's some of the interior.
Very colorful book.
Oh, extremely colorful book. And when I got the first issue, it was very almost like fluorescent glowing.
I know, that's what it looks like here. It looks almost neon colored. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's very neon. It's very neon. Yeah. And I mean, this is all digital comparative to the first one. The first one looks like it's all done by hand.
Wow. Yeah. Well, they're learning. They're learning as they go. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it looked beautiful in the first issue. I was just like mind blown. That's one of the reasons why I got it, was because the colors just blew my mind. Yeah, you're gonna have to probably go to either the page or get a hold of Jake on Facebook to see if he's got extra copies, because I know that this just fulfilled today.
Yeah.
So,
Well, good for them. Congratulations on being funded. That's great for them.
Yep.
Even though they didn't get 8K, I mean, they far surpassed their initial goal. So.
Yep. Alrighty. And we got Gary Shipman in here as well. Hello, Gary Shipman Art. And he's got a book that we'll be talking about a little bit later as well. But let's go ahead and get to your book first, since you have to go eat.
Yeah, unfortunately, my daughter's hungry.
Yes,
so.
that is fine. And that is Impossible 2, Impossible Jones and Holly Days Team Up, A Girls' Night Out. For those of you who remember, Carl was on the show, was it on December last year?
Was it really that long ago? It seems like just more recently, but my mind blurs. Everything blurs.
No. It probably is a little bit sooner than that. Let me think. It might have been. No, it was about a month ago.
Okay. Okay, that sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we were like leading up to this, but now we're in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And actually coming towards the end of it at this point.
Yes, we only got 7 days left to go.
Yeah, 7 days, meaning we actually end next Thursday. So yeah, I guess it is 7 days from now. I keep thinking today's Friday. So
yeah, you lost a day somewhere, I bet.
Like I said, right now everything blurs between, the family stuff and trying to do real work and then trying to do this. Oh, you're not going to play it, are you? Okay.
We can. I mean,
no, that's fine. That's fine.
Hi, I'm Carl Kiesel. Thank you for checking out my Kickstarter. Impossible Jones is a thief who gets superpowers and is mistaken for a superhero and decides to run with it, with no intention of ever giving up her criminal ways. David Hahn, Tony Avina, Comic Craft, and I put together the first graphic novel, and I have to say the response and reviews have been wonderful. We could not be happier, and we could not be more eager to get more Impossible Jones out there to people. We started working on the second graphic novel. It was a big story. It was a great story. It was a fun story. We were very excited about it. But there was something bothering me in the back of my mind, something that was just niggling away. And I realized that I felt we were rushing into things a little bit, that we needed to explore and expand Imp's universe a little more before we just, launched this, what basically would be Impossible Jones 2, the movie. Instead, we decided to do a series of 4 standalone comic books, each one teaming Imp with one other character from her universe, starting with Holly Days. The comic explores the unique relationship between Imp and Holly and reveals quite a bit about both characters along the way. These comics will also give us the chance to get Impossible Jones out there more often in the next year, about 4 times in the next year. And that can only be good for all of us. More Imp, more often. That's what I like to say. It's a phrase I created totally on my own. I've been told it's a little similar to Ron Randall's More Trekker More Often, but I really don't see the similarity. The entire 28-page story for this comic book is already written. David has penciled 10 of the pages already, and will finish about the time this Kickstarter ends. The inks and colors will be right behind that. With domestic printing, this comic will be in your hands sometime in June. I know that funding a comic book on Kickstarter can be very daunting, for me as well as for you. Yes, it's an artisanal product. Yes, it gives you direct contact with the creators. Yes, they're very highly collectible, but you know what? They're also expensive. And so I'm trying to offset that as much as possible by offering a special fight print to everyone who gets the comic. And I have to say, I think it came out pretty nice. David, Tony, they did a wonderful job on it. Here's a little secret. One of our stretch goals will be to make this print into a full-size poster, which I think would be pretty awesome. That's all I got. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Now, let's get out there and make the impossible happen again.
I don't know if it's my feed or is the video just freezes.
Yeah, well, no, it doesn't usually. So, unfortunately,
Okay, it's my feed.
it's okay. I mean, the basics are all there still.
Yeah.
So,
Again,
but-
it's already fully funded.
Yeah, and in fact, even today we passed the 28,000 mark. So the little mini print, which everyone was going to get, is now going to be. We have to settle on the exact size, but it's going to be something like 24 by 36 poster.
Oh wow!
It's going to be a full size poster. It's something you can like put on your wall. 24 by 36 is probably the biggest it'll be. I've got to work with the printer on what we can get that can be folded down and ship with a comic. That's what we have to be able to do.
Yeah.
But we passed the 28,000 today, so the mini print is now a poster. I'm really excited about that. And now David and I thought it would be fun to do a commentary. That's our next stretch goal, and it's a pretty short one, only $1,000. Hopefully, in the next few days, maybe we can hit that. And then next week is our last 4 days or something. And I got plans for another a stretch goal. We already stretch goaled a solo story with Even Steven that would be in the back of the book, a 4-page story. I'm going to expand that hopefully to 6 pages, because 4 pages you can't do much in. Six I could tell a nice little story about Even Steven. So that'll be probably our final stretch goal for this book.
Okay, that's cool. And David was going to be on tonight, but he wasn't feeling well.
No, I know he's been under the weather a little this week. I know that.
Yeah, so he asked for next week, so he'll be on next week. Basically, at the as we're just pushing it across the finish line.
Yeah, if you do it a week from today, it'll be right hours from our ending.
Yep. So that's what we'll be doing next week. He'll be one of our guests, and we'll also be talking about The Dusk as well.
Yeah.
So we are sitting here with a very cool book, though. I mean, yeah, I loved the first one. I love that one. And you've got really cool alternative covers. You got Jeff Smith of Bone fame. You've got Dan Jurgens. I selected the Dan Jurgens alternate cover myself.
Yeah, well, it's a stunning cover. He did a great job, and so did Jeff Smith. I mean, quite honestly, Jeff Smith. My kids are not very impressed by, say, Dan Jurgens, because they're 7 and 9 years old, but they love Bone. And so when they heard that the Bone guy was drawing a cover for me, that made me a hero in their eyes. And, wow, the Bone guy drew Dad's character. That was impressive to him.
Yeah. I mean, now you just gotta get the guy that does Dogman.
Oh, my son loves Dogman.
Oh man.
So far the response has been very good to this book. Obviously, it's funded already, and we're going into the last week now. And we started strong, and I'm looking to end strong too. And I can't thank everyone enough for the support we've gotten. And David is, I think, about 3/4 of the way through on the pencils right now. He would be a little farther, but like you said, he actually got sick this last week.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you know this, but Dan Jurgens also was sick. He got COVID.
Oh no, I did not know that.
Yeah, and he's going to be fine. It's nothing to worry about. But he says it just, as you've probably heard, it takes forever to get better. And he says getting better is slow going for him.
Yeah.
I don't know where he got it. Probably, out clubbing, because that's what Dan does. He just, no.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's so weird. I mean, most of us stay home all the time anyway.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean,
So,
I actually think in Oregon, I think the governor passed an executive order saying that Carl Kiesel will be the last person to be vaccinated in Oregon, because I'm like so far down on the essential list. I think she singled me out specifically.
wow.
Because I know all these people and they're going, well, I got my shot today, and I'm going,
Well, I think that's just Oregon. I mean, because over here in South Carolina, anybody over the age of 16 can get it if they want.
I should be in South Carolina. Now, I'm going to be fine because, like you said, I sit at home all day. I don't really see a lot of people.
Yeah.
So,
So tell us a little bit more about Holly Days. She's an ex-hero turned criminal.
yeah, see, in the Impossible Jones universe, there's a group of characters. They're called Persephone, and Persephone is she's alluded to in the first book, but we'll learn more about her as time goes on. She's the city's representative hero, and every year they run a Persephone pageant, more or less, which in the olden days was just a beauty contest, and people would become Persephone for a year, and they'd go to ribbon cutting ceremonies and such. But somewhere back in the 30s, a gemstone was discovered that actually gives the Persephone person powers. So now every year, the literal crown is passed from Persephone to Persephone, and the powers, along with the title, are passed.
Mm-hmm.
And sometime in the past, about 8 years ago, in Impossible John's time, Holly Days was a Persephone. And something happened, and she had to step down in disgrace. And you learn more. I don't want to give away too much, but you learn details in this book about what happened then and where it led. And that led her to eventually becoming, a criminal, Holly Days, under the wings of a fairly dark character called Krampus. So if you have a Christmas-themed thief and she's got a mentor, it's Krampus.
Yeah, yep. Now, see, John lives right nearby, and to me, and there you go. He got his first shot yesterday.
Yeah.
But
but that's who Holly is, and Holly is, I would not say she is a criminal with a good heart, and
more of a mischief maker than an actual hardened criminal.
Yeah. I mean, quite honestly, when I created Holly Days, she was created very specifically to be a Harley Quinn type, to show that Impossible Jones was not a Harley Quinn type. So, but one of the problems, quite honestly, I love Harley Quinn. I love Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the problems I always had with her from a creative and storytelling standpoint is she's an established killer. She's killed many, many, many people. And here is my daughter again. I'm hungry! I'm going to have to wrap this up quickly. But so Holly, on the other hand, has not killed any. We make a point of that in this story. I'm hungry! So, Elijah, you have to give me a few minutes. I will help you. I'm hungry! So, anyways, I'm sorry about that.
That's fine. I understand.
And look, we're getting chibi stickers. However you say that word, chibi. So there's actually 3 now because we passed another social sharing milestone. So everyone gets a Impossible Jones chibi, a Even Steven chibi, and a Holly Days chibi, which I'm going to have to add the graphic now.
Okay.
So, but anyways, I'm sorry I got to cut this short, but now my dogs are going crazy again because she left in the studio.
Yep, that's all right.
And I'm going to say goodbye, Louis, and thank you for letting me crash your cast here, your broadcast, podcast, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And sorry, I've got to take off, but I got to do that.
No, take care of your
Serenity, return to your show.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Louis.
Yep. Have a good one.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. And, definitely, you know, I knew he was going to be on for just a short time tonight because, like I knew he had just a daughter tonight by himself. So it is what it is. That's cool. So let's go ahead and let you guys know where that's at again, real quick. If I can get the page, it's not wanting to show it, but let's see if I can do that. There we go. That will be that one. Again, it is already funded, so you're going to get a lot of cool stuff, as you saw. The poster, the print that's going to become a poster, the chibi stickers, possibly the extra commentary, possibly the extra pages for the story for Even Steven, who's a really cool character in his own right. But let's go ahead and stop that one and go to our next one, which is Gary's actually. It is in demand. That means it has already been fulfilled as far as, you know, it met its criteria for funding on both Kickstarter and even over In Demand and Indiegogo. And this was actually filled on December 19th, 2020, but you can still order it. Is that correct, Gary? Now, I got the Indiegogo page showing. But I bought it on Kickstarter. So, and this includes a coloring book now.
Hello, everybody. This is Gary Shipman. We are gonna color the Titan Mouse of Might coloring book. If you want to color along, there's a link there that you can download this same image and print it out, and then you could color along with me. All right, so I'm going to do mine. I'm going to use inks, and I'm going to do more of a painting approach. I usually start light, so I go with like yellows and things like that. So
let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit because he's using watercolors and it takes about 10 minutes. But it looks really cool. And remember, this is actually done sped up, so he took it. You know, it takes time to do these. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pause this real quick, and you can get the coloring book in addition to the actual story for $25. You can get the digital copy for $10. You can also get that's for part 2, and you can also get the digital copy for part 1 for $10. You can get stickers and patches and all kinds of cool stuff. A metal card, all kinds of cool stuff there for $15 called Titan Swag. And then the regular hardcover is $25. And then the regular Volume 1 hardcover, it was $25. And I did get the Volume 1. I really enjoyed that. We reviewed this. In this one, he's fighting the kind of bizarro version of himself. It's going to be at least 68 pages long in black and white interiors with color cover. Lots of different versions. I think he's got maybe 20 to 25 pages left. To do, and then it goes to the printer. I'm not hearing from him, so I guess he left the room. But this is stuff you can still buy. So make sure you go to Indiegogo. The address you see on the screen. He's got quite a bit of cool stuff you can get. You can get the individual single issues instead of the trade. You can get deluxe sketch cards. There's bookmarkers. You're going to get at least 2 deluxe trading cards. You'll get Professor Nimoy and Elva this go round. I love this one, the 500K locked bonuses, an animated show, and yeah, it would cost at least 500K. Yeah, at the same time, I kind of wish that someone would actually pick this up, but okay. There's a few things that need to be corrected on one of the pages for the text. I'll have to talk to Gary about that later if he's not on. Yeah, and I mean, it sure sounds very intriguing if it was actually made. I'd watch that, if we could get it made. yeah, and you can actually buy original pages of art from the story, all kinds of stuff. So definitely worth looking at. Be sure to do so. We got quite a bit of other things to show tonight, so let's just get on to the next one. Another book that has already been funded and is in demand is First Man graphic novel by Andy Smith. This is a 64-page graphic novel. Him doing his character First Man.
First Man. You know the drill. A college kid is imbued with great power and likes it. Penumbra has other plans, and hand delivers him to Monarch. A fun 64-page action-packed comic book harkening back to the glory days of Marvel Comics, only on Indiegogo.
Not a whole lot there, right? If you like the Andy Smith, Bart Sears type style, then I would definitely recommend it. It's kind of like his version of Captain Marvel Shazam in a way, I guess. I just, I knew it was very popular, Indiegogo, successful thing. It got 323 about 330 backers, and it earned about, as you can see, a little over 17,500. It's not bad, and he has already shipped all of his fulfillment as of this week. So if you order it directly from him, he's got his overstock that he's selling. So it's already been produced, it's already been shipped, so you can get what you want out of it. And so the best thing to do is reach Andy Smith on either Facebook or Indiegogo at this address, indiegogo.com/projects/First Man graphic novel by Andy Smith. And since he's kind of a local creator to me, being in Charlotte and we're in Columbia, so we're not that far apart. I don't mind talking him up a little bit. As you can see, he's kind of got the Marvel Universe stats on him and stuff like that. And there he is, right there. That's him. That's Andy drawing. It's a drawing board. Interesting little kind of hostess knockoff there. Hostess ad from the 70s. Bart Sears does an alternate cover. A lot of different things that you can get. Again, had you been able to get it before. He sold, but basically you can just get the book now. So let's go ahead and move along to the next one. And there's quite a bit, so just bear with me. And this is another one I backed. This is Starside number 4. We've had Lane, Brett Schneider, and Dylan Klein on before. And you pretty much have to go to starsidecomic.com for more information on this right now, because they've, again, the fulfillments are, the campaign ended today. They're going to fulfill it. I got the standard cover for the print copy and the PDF whenever they're ready to send whatever stretch goals next month. Not next month. Next month, because May 2020. We're already in April. Pardon me. They did a decent enough job, about a little over $4,600 out of their $500 goal. It's a good little story. If it'll run.
Hi there. Thanks for checking out the Kickstarter for Starside number 4. If this is your first time checking out this comic series, thank you so much for taking the time to browse this campaign, and welcome to the Starside universe.
If you're a Starside veteran, we're glad to have you back.
I'm Dylan Klein.
I'm Lane Bretschneider.
And along with artist Jordan Chow, we are the writers and creators of Starside.
Starside is a sci-fi fantasy comic series about 16-year-old Jack who gets ripped away from his life on Earth and begins a journey alongside a group of misfits fighting to unite the broken universe.
In his travels, he discovers interplanetary slavers, a crusading army, and the true intentions behind humanity's creation.
We are so excited to bring you the next chapter in Jack's story. In issue 4, Jack has formed an uneasy alliance with Riggs and begins leading him to the crashed Salvin ship, hoping that in exchange, Riggs will aid him in getting back home to Earth.
We think this might be our best issue yet. Readers will start to see a little more complexity in Riggs as a character, and how that complexity will develop his and Jack's relationship.
On the art side, Jordan once again delivers breathtaking work and continues to bring the Starside universe to life. Though we'd love to show you everything now, for spoiler's sake, we'll just say his art for this issue is very dynamic, and it's worth taking the time to take in all the details he adds to the page.
During the issue 3 Kickstarter, backers reached out and let us know what they thought of the comic, which was super cool. We love communicating with readers and hearing what they have to say. One thing we heard is that some people wish they could explore more of the universe Starside has written in. And we really agree. And while we are working on some unannounced projects that will enrich the universe, in the meantime, we want to make sure the rewards for this campaign felt like they've been ripped right out of the pages of the comic.
These in-universe rewards include a bounty poster by the very talented Kenny Milligan. This is something you'd see posted around Avon Market, the lawless marketplace where shady individuals do their scheming.
The poster depicts the devious assassin Maverick Hinn. We wanted the poster to have a handwritten look to it, since there isn't any police force around Avon to solicit bounties. Meaning, if you want someone dead, you gotta put the bounty out yourself. It's also written in the universal standard language, Solskif.
Next up is this really cool patch that matches one Riggs wears on his jacket.
This particular patch is from Takto Shipwright, a shipbuilding and repair shop on Riggs' home planet. It's the company who built the Novo, the ship Riggs calls home.
The last reward we're offering is a variant cover for the issue. This variant is next in the series of character portraits Jordan's been doing. This one features Riggs and is the team's favorite cover so far. If you're a collector, make sure you pick this up, because once these variants are sold out, that's it.
For this campaign's stretch goals, we're offering a set of Salvin brand temporary tattoos, perfect for cosplaying as Jack or any Salvin prisoner, as well as this dope computer background of the Forest Moon Fullos done by the artist Combo.
Our dream with Starside is to develop a passionate and growing community that's deeply involved with our characters, their struggles, and the themes that lie at the core of the story. These Kickstarter campaigns have helped us begin to achieve that dream.
Once again, thank you so much for checking out this campaign. The team has put a ton of love and dedication to this issue, and we really hope you come along for the ride.
And again, really nice book. I did have them on the show earlier in the season, and we talked about the Starside universe, and we reviewed the books, and they're really good books. So, unfortunately, I don't know if you guys can get. I don't know how much more over print run they got off their fulfillment or not. Lane told me that they didn't tell me enough information today about that, but that their campaign ended today. So hopefully you can still order something of the regular book, if not the extras. Let's see what else we got. We got quite a bit, like I said. Got Alpha Dogs by John Dexter. This is about a special kind of pit bulldog. The bullets are actually being ejected out like healing factor there. And it's 71% of its goal. It needs about another $875 basically to get there, and 2 more weeks to do it. And basically, it's about these 2 dogs that are pit bulls that are super enhanced, and they can speak like normal humans, and they got healing factors and stuff like that. And their doctor is female that kind of created them, and both of the dogs are wanted for their blood so that they can put them in the healing power, the healing factor or whatever, into humans for soldiers and stuff like that. And they're on the run from a cabal of mercenaries obsessed with kidnapping the dogs for that reason. And it's funny because they live where? South Carolina. And the funny part is the guy's from Michigan that's doing this, and I'm just kind of like laughing because, me being from Michigan in a way, my family's from Michigan, then South Carolina, and I'm living in South Carolina. It's like, yeah, okay. But it seems like a really cool idea. The artwork looks nice. His video is very well done, I think. Able to make the graphics out of the finished art the way they did looks very nice. Mm-hmm. again, kind of just ejecting the bullets out of his chest, and then, rapid regeneration, heightened intellect, um, and the main character is based on his pit bull in real life, so kind of a cool thing. It'll be a 24-page comic. And it's $10 for the right, print and digital both. So that's kind of standard these days. Yeah, I do think the artist did a really nice job on this. So I haven't, I have to check my balance and my checkbook and everything before I can make a commitment on this one, but I do plan to back it. Again, it's called Alpha Dogs on Kickstarter. This one doesn't have a very good thing for putting a link on, unfortunately. Just give me a second here. Let's say I got quite a bit more stuff to show today. I just got to get to the right pages. Doesn't want to do it for me. Very annoying. Let's see. All right. And some people are asking, why do I show all these? Well, the reason I show them, is because, everybody says there's nothing but, Comicsgate, CG, whatever, type books. There's nothing out there in the crowdfunding all the time. They're telling me that. And the other thing is, I'm not saying that crowdfunding is the future of comics necessarily, but it's a additional channel that's going to be where we're going moving forward. And with all the things that are going on with the industry right now, with Marvel going to Penguin Random House, other publishers going to Penguin Random House, or Simon and Schuster, which is a separate division of the same group, basically, even though they don't necessarily talk to each other. That changes what Diamond's going to do, which changes what things are going to be going out for independents. So if this is a direction that independents have to go more towards, then we need to promote them and let people know to order them. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the next one. That's called Fishing Memories, a graphic novel concerning Alzheimer's disease. Lath is stuck on a desert island, no recollection of how he got there, so he must fish his old memories that float out in the sea. And it's a really cool idea. This book comes out of the UK. as you can see, it has met its well beyond its original goal of not quite 1,400 or over 5,100. They got 6 days to go. This is the one that I'm probably going to get. It looks like it's going to be a nice, trade paperback format. $17 is what it'll cost as a trade, or $12. Um, 12 UK dollars, 17 US. That's the best way I would put it. If you want to get a bookmark and sticker, it costs $21. You can get a mini print and a patch. The only thing you can't get is the early bird stuff because that was already sold out. But it's about a guy who's stuck on this island with no recollection of how he got there. And, it's an allegory for those who suffer with their last days of Alzheimer's. It's 64 pages. I think it's worth it. It's an interesting idea, interesting story to me. I haven't seen a story about someone coping with Alzheimer's allegorically or realistically in comics that often. So I'm going to go ahead and give that one a shout and give it a purchase here later this week. Let's see what else we got. Again, we got quite a bit. It's just that my computer doesn't like to show it. Let me see if I can get these dumb things to work. I'm trying to open multiple pages at once. Just give me a minute. It'll be easier this way. Once the thing lets me do what I need to do. Okay. Now we can start sharing pages properly. You have Hopeless Maine, Book 1, Personal Demons. It's not quite at its goal. It's got another 900 to go, with 20 days to go, with 203 backers. It's about a growing salamander who comes of age and finds her way through trying to figure out her powers as a witch and still get along with everybody. Of course, she's not really a witch, or at least she insists that she's not a witch. It was originally a webcomic, and it has already been printed as a trade paperback, but this is I guess you could say, remake or something. I don't know. Not remake, but not a reprint. New collected edition with new stuff in it, I guess. And it's a re-release and repackage, and it's going to get a new cover, new and retouched lettering, new graphic design throughout the book. So there's going to be changes. They plan to print at least 1,000 copies, and thank you for saying that what your plan is for your print run. That's one thing I wish I had a chance to ask Carl about, and I asked Andy about earlier today on First Man. Because the backers, you know how books you're going to print through your number of backers and who's ordering how many books, but how much print over are you going to do? And that kind of matters. You might remember, I can't think of his name. Avenger is part of his name. He comes and watches the show sometimes. He asked about how would Overstreet price books like these that are coming through crowdfunding. And it's very difficult to determine the value of those books because you don't know what the print runs are. Those aren't information that most of the crowdfunder people give out. So I'm really grateful that they chose to say they're going for at least 1,000 print run. And that might seem like that's not much. But remember, the backing on this book is only 203 backers. So 1,000 is like having 5 copies a person. That's quite a bit that they're going for. There's also stuff around because the book is already completed and it's just retouched colors and stuff, it'll be directly to print and fulfillment, as you can see. I like the art design in this. It just looks fun to me. As you can see, there's a 10-page. They mentioned a role-playing game in there that would be fulfilled through drive-through RPGs with a credit thing, and that's okay too. It's interesting. As a role player, that might be worth something. It might be worth getting. It might not. Can't really be sure on that one. But the artwork is very nice. So that's another one that I'll probably have to think about very seriously about getting. Our next one is called The Gardener by Matt Emmons from Boston.
Hi, I'm Matt Emmons, and I'm really excited to present to you my first graphic novel, Gardener. It's a space western about self-acceptance and survival on a failed colony planet. Gardener is set centuries after a corporation's failed attempt at colonizing a desert planet. The employees they abandon have gone to great lengths to survive, with autonomous robots, creatures, and former humans all trying to find their place on this alien planet. Our story follows Lars, an ex-junker, hired by an ancient robot known as the Disciple, to investigate the emergence of a strange plague that threatens to destroy all remaining life on the planet. But as the mystery unfolds, we find that there might be more to Lars than that battered old robot lets on. I've been working on the world of Gardener since 2016, and the book itself since late 2017, and I'm really excited to be sharing the full, complete story in this hardcover book. Since this is my first graphic novel, it's the largest work I've ever produced, and I wanted it to feel big, which is why I wanted to go with a nice deluxe hardcover. It's starting out with signature sewn to make a sturdier binding, with an embossed title, and we're going full color, at least 232 pages, including the story itself, which is about 200 pages, and if we hit our stretch goals, I'll add even more story pages, including a 6 to 10 page epilogue, as well as Preserves, the first comic that I made in the world of Gardener. along with a pinup gallery with some of my favorite artists in comics, including Liana Kangas, Maria Enger, and more. As far as rewards go, we'll of course have both print and digital editions of the book, along with a Kickstarter exclusive t-shirt, a 2-color risograph print, and a soft enamel pin, as well as original art tiers ranging from my rough pencils of pages to the inks of those original pages themselves. Thanks for coming to check this out, and hope you love it as much as I love working on it.
As you can see, this book has met its goal by a wide margin, and it's got 831 backers with still 3 weeks to go, and they're already at 35.5 out of 15,000 was their target. Pretty sure I'm going to get this one. More sure about this one than I was the last one, but I might get both. We'll have to wait and see. Our next book is The God Machine, Volume 1. This is a letter that's reprinted, revised, and relaunched. And it's got 6 days to go with 242 backers, and it's about a little less than 6,000 short of its goal.
Is this thing on? Testing. Sally sells seashells down by the seashore. Sally says,
Hey, dummy, we're live.
we're live? Oh, of course we're live. Welcome, connoisseurs of delicate taste, to The God Machine, Volume 1, Revision Kickstarter.
Yup, the newly revised God Machine graphic novel you'll want to read and reread forever and ever.
It's the definitive version, the realness, Angel Kitty. I'm your host, Devil Kitty.
And I'm your host, too. I'm Angel Kitty. Hi. Check me out.
Let's start with the obvious newbie question. What is The God Machine? I'm glad you asked. It begins, as all the best stories do, at the beginning of...
It's a torrid tale of an angsty teen. Our hero, Guy Salvatore.
Yes, not only does he have the whole being a teenager thing going against him, but the dude's girlfriend died, and he's seeing monsters, too. And don't even get me started on his parents.
He's going a little crazy. Tell them about Stan. Okay, this guy Stan tells Guy that his girlfriend is still alive, floating in and out of the dream worlds.
Angel Kitty, that would be Satan, not Stan. You might be thinking of our accountant.
Satan? Well, Guy, don't listen to him. He's a bad egg. What if it's a trick? What if he's lying? What if it's not even real? What if it's all in Guy's head? What if it's a manifestation of his deep-rooted anguish and coping mechanism that us always use for this and cut me off?
Oh, must you always get so emotionally involved? No matter. This is a job for our familiars, the gods. Good God and evil God. Beings that sort of govern all existence.
Emphasis on sorta.
Throw the gods into this mess, some goth kids, a lot of monsters, the ever-encroaching darkness, and the mystery as to what really happened to that dead girlfriend, and you've got the first volume of The God Machine.
Wow, but wait, didn't this book come out already back in like 2010?
Indubitably so, my dear, but not only is that version out of print, this one is chock full of new stuff. Allow me to elaborate. This new edition of Volume 1 has revised text, meaning the author rewrote nearly all the book to not only tell a better story, but update the language for a new audience and fix some issues with the first book. We've got new comic pages, new and extended scenes, and more new art packed into 180 pages of sturdy hardcover masterpiece. But wait, there's more. It's been re-lettered from start to finish by the talented Taylor Esposito, and there's a brand new God Machine logo by Phil Balsman. We've got a surprise new foreword, along with the original foreword by Venture Brothers' own Doc Hammer. What a show that one is. What a show.
So, even if I read it before, it would be a totally new experience.
Indeed, like ketchup and peanut butter on pasta. Better.
Wait, you said author earlier. A person made this?
Oh yeah, a Chandra-free person made this.
You guys take a breather. I got this. Hey y'all, it's me, Chandra Free, but you can call me Chan. You might know me from awesome places such as the internet, conventions, or from books like Fraggle Rock, John Carpenter's Tales for a Halloween Night, Mice Templar, The Graphic Canon, and my own company, Machine of Corpses First Offerings. I'm the sole creator of The God Machine, a story I've been working on since my senior year of high school back in 1999. Even though I've had plenty of roadblocks over the years since launching the series with Archaea, from starts and stops with other publishers to just making a living and all the obstacles that entails, I've never given up on my heart project, The God Machine. That's why I'm so happy to present the relaunch and continuation of the series with the revised edition of Volume 1, now published by Machina Corps. This is my pure vision of the series. I'm in control of every aspect from story to visuals to the book's production. This paves the way for the future. I have Volume 2 in production as we speak, and the script for Volume 3 nearly completed. I'm ready to devote all my time to my epic, The God Machine, but this can't happen without your help.
Let me take over here, Chan. This is kind of my specialty. Listen, you know it, I know it. You want this book. Hardcover, fully painted, thing's a friggin' beaut. The God Machine series will be plunging forward. Volume 1, Volume 2, 3, and 4. We're talking the future of gorgeous, painterly, utterly hilarious teenage angst. Pins, posters, prints, bookmarks, original comic pages, original art. This is a deal, a steal, a real steal deal. Did I mention stretch goals? Because we have a pretty enormous stretch goal in mind to be revealed. A little tease there, cliffhanger, if you will.
Pledge today, spread the word, tell the internet, mention us on social media.
Yeah, and text all your friends and family, too. One of those big chain texts with everyone on it. People love that stuff.
No, people don't love that, Devil Kitty. We need your support for the printing of the book. The goodies, shipping, taxes, fees, all that fun stuff.
Since when are taxes fun?
The God Machine Volume 1 Revision's future is in your hands.
Make it happen, friends. Meow.
Okay.
Now, the main reason I shared this one was because it's just so darn funny. As far as the presentation, I did think that was a really cool video. So, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm not sold on the story. I'm just not sure yet on this one. I just thought the video was cool enough that it might intrigue some of you people who watch the episodes. Her work looks interesting, but it is a mature reader's book. There's sexual content, nudity, and language, and it's about, like I said, some serious stuff. I mean, the guy's girlfriend's dead. Is she dead? Is her soul trapped? Like Satan says, whatever's going on. She's showing you the difference between the old logo and then the new logo for the lettering. Again, he's done, there's a lot of new lettering that's for the whole book, and that can change the way a book looks, the way it reads, because different placement and different dialogue and, placements of the word balloons and stuff can be change the pacing of how you read the story. It's going to be interesting. Lots of different versions of stuff, and she goes through a lot of different things that you can acquire for different price points. The full book, the PDF and bookmark costs $35 for 180 page. It sounds about right for what's going on with Right. That was kind of my point. That's what kind of made me appeal and say, yeah, I want to share this one with you guys. Is that the video is very appealing and entertaining. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do. Again, they got 6 more days on it, and she's far short. I mean, she's got under $6,000 to go. She's got to get $1,000 a day. That's a lot to get. So I go ahead and share it, and if you guys like that, that's cool. Go ahead and put that up there. I'm not entirely sure that I'll be buying that one, but it's good probability, I guess. I don't know. See, the thing right now is I'm starting to run low on my funds for ordering stuff online. And, I guess it's time for you guys to start buying pin-ups or buying some other stuff off of me so I can afford to buy books so I can tell you all about them. Or I need a Patreon. Pay me so I can buy books and give you more reviews. I don't know. When I say that, it just sounds silly even to me to a degree, but it's not that it's silly. It's just, I don't know. We got one more here, I think. It's called The Monument.
Hi, Kickstarter. I'm Michael Bracco.
I'm Mike Ivanberg.
I'm Oliver Mertz, and this is The Monuments.
The Monuments is a 140-page sci-fi fantasy graphic novel that we have been collaborating on for a few years now. On the remote island of Mendria, 4 warring city-states are forced to come together to face a common enemy: giant, mysterious mechs. These robotic invaders show up without warning, destroying everything in their path. Then, right before wiping out the entire civilization, the mechs all power down for no clear reason, leaving the survivors to rebuild their world together. 800 years later, the world has moved on. The city-states are now united as one nation, a land littered with massive robotic relics that serve as monuments to a long-forgotten war. After centuries of dormancy, one of these long-frozen mechs suddenly powers up, revealing a man who is confused, misplaced in time, and still very much alive. Our story is told in 2 time periods. The past. We journey alongside a band of knights quested to find answers to the origins of these massive mechs, encountering more dangerous machinations as they slowly discover the truth of the monuments. The present. Aided by a young woman, our enigmatic man is frantically trying to find his home, all the while being chased by religious zealots who have monitored the monuments for centuries, waiting for them to return. This genre-bending story is full of interesting characters, epic robotic designs, exciting action, a carefully plotted mystery that is sure to hook you.
We've all been creating comics together for several years, and The Monuments is the most ambitious story we've ever told. It is huge in scope, but it also has rich, layered characters to ground it.
The book is a true collaboration, and it's completely done. Now we just need your help to print it. We have an exciting selection of rewards, including the book itself, book plates with original sketches, an exclusive Monuments t-shirt, personalized monument drawings, and paintings by our artist Michael Bracco. You can also get original art from the book itself and more. If the book is successful, we also have some exciting stretch goals planned that you can read about in the campaign. Thank you so much for checking out The Monuments here on Kickstarter. We can't wait for you to read it.
Now, this one is kind of interesting because that concept is a lot like Giga or Gyga that Vault Comics publishes. I already buy that. So I'm kind of conflicted on this one for myself. But if you haven't been able to get Giga or Giga from Vault at your comic book shop, you might want to get this online instead. It's basically the same idea. Pardon me. I've had a long day. So, yeah. Let's see what else they've got on this one. Like I said, they got quite a bit of stuff. It's print copy 25 for, I think it was, 180 pages, they said. So, it's okay. It'll come out in October if it gets funded. The artwork's all right. It looks interesting enough. Prints 20. Oh, it's 140 pages. Okay, still it's about right for that. You can get a book plate. You can get a T-shirt. There's a printed sculpture, which I think is kind of cool. And that's pretty much it for tonight. So I want to thank you for watching. And I'll introduce you to some stuff that you might be interested in. And, check those out. That was the Kickstarter again for that one. And in the meantime, if you have other questions for me, you can reach me on Facebook at Lewis.BrightRaven, at Twitter at LewisBrightRave2, on DeviantArt at DeviantArt.com/BrightRaven, on YouTube at Quoth the Raven, Lewis Brightraven. Gmail address is quoththeravenlbr72 at gmail.com. That's where you can send questions for the show. And if I don't answer you either on the show or via email, try LewisBrightRaven at yahoo.com and ask me again. On Mondays, we do comics news and reviews. Wednesdays, we do What Did You Get This Week? Thursdays, we have roundtable discussion with guests. And Fridays, we have Genre Night. Now, this week's Genre Night is going to be Easter movies, or movies that go for Easter, they're appropriate for Easter. And I'm probably going to be doing it solo. John might show up as co-host. Just depends on what else is going on, but we're not expecting him to be on because, it is Good Friday and he's got things to do with church and other things that he has to do. So it's a good probability I'll be doing a solo show tomorrow. And but we'll be reviewing Easter Parade, Peter Rabbit, Harvey, Ten Commandments, Hank and Mike, Greatest Story Ever Told, Ben-Hur, and a couple other films. Let me see. King of Kings was the other one I was trying to think of. That and maybe Passion of the Christ. I don't know about that one or not yet, John. That was John's suggestion. I don't think I've seen it, so if I haven't seen it, I can't review it. But other than that, that's what we'll be doing tomorrow for Fridays, and then this weekend I'll do live draw. I'll finish the Michael Pennick Recovery Incorporated illustration once and for all, and be done with that. And I don't know if I'm going to get to the Batman Predator this weekend or I'll have to do it next week. We'll see. In the meantime, I will see you guys next time. And have a good weekend and have a safe Easter weekend and holiday. Catch you next time.